300RR Standard Edition, 2-stroke, 2024. Just moving around here, getting the feel for it. So immediately, something that's been the theme of all day today, I've been riding all the different beta models, and consistently the standard edition Sachs suspension is awesome on the 4-strokes, and I really don't like it on the 2-strokes. And I normally ride a KTM, so I like the Explorer suspension quite a bit. This Sachs stuff on the standard edition 2-strokes is really harsh. There is this like beat you up harshness in them. It's not stiff, it's just harsh. All the little chop stuff, it deflects really badly off of it, and it's kind of just out of control. So I don't really like it very much. The KYB is way better, even at lower speeds, on the 2-strokes anyways. So I've noticed that right away. The 300 has a lot of vibration. They say they counterbalanced it, it doesn't feel like it. There's a lot of vibration, both in the handlebars and in the pegs. So it might be a thing for you, might not be a thing, but it is what it is. Power wise, I honestly feel like I prefer the 250 over the 300. I feel like the 300 tractor's pretty good, but they really both tractor good. And the 250 just feels a little bit more lively. So I'm not gonna lie, and then this is not the terrain for the 300, but I'm not in love with the 300 beta engine in this terrain. Maybe in the more technical terrain it might be better, but I don't love it, to be honest. It's just, I like the 250 better, but it's got a lot of grunt. You don't really have to shift. You can be in whatever gear and it will pull you right up. The chassis is really good. Everything's very instinctive. You can kind of do whatever and be really comfortable right away. Something I always say about betas. All the controls are exactly where I want them to be. I like the shape of the bars and the position of the bars. I'm 5'11", 180 pounds, and I feel like this bike fits me perfectly. It's a little bit lower to the ground than the KTMs, so it's like an inch lower than the Gas Husky, and probably almost 2 inches lower than the KTM. So when you're doing something technical, it's very confidence inspiring, and you can really put the bike exactly where you want it. You can dab easily. It's pretty easy, and I feel like I can move around on this bike really well. I wish this trail was a little bit more technical, so I could actually try some of this stuff, but it isn't. So what you're gonna do, so maybe go off the trail a little bit, but even off the trail here is not really that technical. But yeah, so the chassis is awesome, and the ergonomics are awesome, except for the seat. The seat's very uncomfortable, it's very hard. I would not suggest to sit on it, especially if you're combine this with the fact that the suspension is really harsh. It makes for kind of a bumpy ride. But yeah, it's really nice being able to plant your feet really easily. It's a little bit of an off camber here, and you can really plant your feet and kind of do some maneuvers without too much drama. And it's, yeah, very easy bike to ride. So that's, I think, a big advantage to the Beta. The rideability is huge, and just the fact that it's lower to the ground. The pegs are really nice, the pegs are positioned well. It has a lot of traction. It tractors really, really well up stuff. The tractability up this slick stuff is phenomenal. Obviously, Betas look sweet. This is the tricky bit over here. Got it? Yeah, this makes it so easy. I think if they made this engine not vibrate, it would be phenomenal. Because I really like the Beta chassis, and then a different suspension, because this stack stuff, maybe for some people it's fine. If you're going really, really slowly, it's fine. But this, even medium speed stuff, I feel like it would beat me up pretty quickly. It just does not, it's not absorbing any of the small chop, it's transferring it directly to my hands and to the chassis. So it makes it, the bike feel kind of flighty. The front end is bouncing all over the place. Once you start going a little faster, it kind of floats over a lot of this stuff. It's a little bit easier. Try something technical here. Bike is really easy to get over the back of. I can plant my feet and just tractor up things if I need to, which is fantastic. Bike's pretty light. Oh yeah, you can just tractor up this all day. I'm good. I'm just playing around. You can probably see my front fender moving a lot, just because the suspension is so harsh. So yeah, love the ergonomics. The engine is nice, but I'm not in love with it. Not my favorite 300. Suspension, definitely don't like it. Love the way it looks though.